We begin today in Elma, where a 161-year-old church has started to come down. It had to be demolished after a fire back in the spring made the whole building structurally unsound. Most Buffalo's Danielle Church has more on how long that will take and what's next for the congregation.
Last night, parishioners stopped by to say their goodbyes. However, this is not the end of the story for St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Elma. They will rebuild. St. Paul's Lutheran Church has been in Elma since 1862, but this structure, which was destroyed by a fire back in May that began at the steeple, was not the original. And it turns out this wasn't the first time a fire destroyed the church. According to the church council's vice president, Lisa Bridenstine, in 1870, a fire destroyed the original structure and it had to be rebuilt. Then in 1920, the steeple was ripped off the church during a storm. After the most recent damage to the church, the whole thing has to come down over the next 3 days.
So once our building is down, our church council and our church is meeting to come up with suggestions, ideas for the rebuild. We'll be meeting with architects and then going out to bid for a contractor.
Lisa says 7 fire companies put out the blaze in May and were able to save a few things inside. The stained glass windows will be repaired and put in the new church, which will be located somewhere in the church's current lot. Lisa also says they hope to save the altar and pews if possible. That new church is estimated at $1.5 million, which will be paid with insurance money and donations. So far, communities far and wide have helped to raise $100,000 for St. Paul's.
We've been overwhelmed with the community's generosity. We've had churches from around the country that have sent donations, people from the Western New York area.
Mass is currently being held in a parish hall behind the church. Weddings and funerals are being done at other churches in the area. Lisa says the church council hopes to have the new church up by Christmas of 2025. Reporting on your side in Elma, Danielle Church, Channel 2 News.